going on, buddy? Tonight, if you couldn't tell by the title, the thumbnail, or the intro to this video, I'm watching James Gunn Superman, which is an exciting feast of its own. Ever since James Gunn said that the tone of this film was based off All-Star Superman, I dove into this book, and I absolutely loved it. And Superman, for me, has been a character that I feel like has kind of just gotten a beating over, like, the last, 2 decades. You know, I grew up with the original animated Superman series and absolutely loved it. Christopher Reeves was my Superman growing up, and I loved him. Smallville was probably like the first actual live-action show I got very invested in as a kid. And then Superman kind of just disappeared. Like, Superman Returns really did not bring Superman back. And then Henry Cavill's Man of Steel came out. Zack Snyder's. And I didn't see it. Like, I didn't love it at first. Like, I liked it. But over the course of multiple rewatches, I found myself going back and back and back. One not only reinvigorated my love for the character of Superman, but also reinvigorated my love for the DC Universe, which at that point I'd really only loved Batman. Batman's been like the most consistent thing in all of the DC Universe itself, especially in the mediums of movies and TV shows. About Batman and Robin and Batman Forever, but specifically like those films work for me. So, as a massive fan of Henry Cavill's Superman, as a massive fan of what Zack Snyder was doing with at least that trilogy alone, I was so excited. And, you know, then Henry Cavill came back as Black Adam, and I'm like, oh my god, the DC Universe might actually be saved. And James Gunn said, no. A full reboot, for the most part. Still got questions on that, but regardless, they said James Gunn was taking over the DC Universe. Which, for me, was one of the best case scenarios that you could possibly do, because that guy just gave me the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, and I think right now, as we stand, is the best comic book trilogy of all time. Until Spider-Verse, because if that third film knocks it out, that's clear and above one of the best trilogies of all time. Typically, James Gunn has just delivered great movies, and The Suicide Squad, his first venture into the DC Universe, was fantastic. It's one of my most rewatched movies of all time. I absolutely loved what he did with those characters, but I didn't know if he would be right for a Superman movie. Like, I didn't. Like, I knew he could probably write one, but could he direct a Superman movie? And then the first trailer came out, and I teared up. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was incredible. The second trailer came out, and I thought it was even better. The marketing for this movie, whatever you may say, everything I've seen for this film, for me at least, has been fantastic and looks like a complete 180 from what we got from Zack Snyder, which is okay to me. I'm okay with getting something different in the Superman realm. I think that's something that we should have for the kickoff to the actual kickoff to the DC Universe. And tonight, as I said, I get to see that movie finally. So this is my out of the theater reaction. This is going to be it. I have to do my setup where I can talk about how my thoughts are, what are my things going into this. I'm nervous, but at the same time very excited. I'm taking my wife to see this, who her favorite superhero of all time is Superman. Her crush is Henry Cavill. She's obsessed with that version of Superman. So she's been a little bit less excited about this movie, but she loves Christopher Reeve's Superman, and she's hoping to get the kind of something in the middle between the two. And that's kind of what I'm hoping, is for something different, something that kicks off the DC Universe greatly and just gives me a damn good Superman movie. And if I get that, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be excited, and I can't wait. So again, this is my out of the theater reaction. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's head on to the theater, and then right afterwards, we'll give you guys our reaction out of the theaters. Again, reaction. The review will be up Tuesday this week. Cannot emphasize that enough. I cannot say too much, but the social media embargo does go up tonight, so I'm going to be able to share at least what I say on social media. Take that as for what you will. Let's go. We just got out of Superman, James Gunn. Now, of course, the review embargo is not up, so I can only share my Twitter reaction, which I'll share after hers. This is my wife, Cynthia, one of the biggest Superman fans in the whole world. You love Henry Cavill's Superman. You've not seen a trailer for this movie at all. Nope. Just didn't really, like, you wanted to see us for crypto, and that's about it.
I came for crypto.
Okay. What is, like, your 2 to 3 sentence reaction? I don't know what she's about to say, just so you guys know. I have no idea. She's like, I'm not telling you until we get on the video. Share your thoughts.
I came for crypto, and I stayed for Superman.
Wow. Okay.
I loved it. I loved it.
Wow.
10 out of 10.
Really? No fucking way. Seriously?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'll say...
You fucking got me. I thought you were so excited. I was like, wow, she loved it more than me. I mean, I really liked it, but like, okay.
I'll say really 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we'll kick off our podcast this week, finally.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Here's my reaction. Let's jump to
I'm
it.
watching Superman. I'm back in the studio, so here's my reaction right out of the theaters. Superman is the defining film that we all need right now. It's a beautiful, poetic, and punk rock film that shapes not only the DCU, but the future of what comic book films should be. James Gunn goes all out delivering a story on what it means to be human, but David Corenswet is truly the next generation's Superman. Nicholas Hoult is the definitive Lex Luthor. Rachel Brosnahan is the definitive Lois. Their chemistry is just perfection, and the entire Justice Gang is also great. I could go on for hours and hours and hours on how much fun I had with this movie, how enjoyable this movie is, and genuinely how I left with the biggest, stupidest smile on my face. I loved this movie. I do have my nitpicks, though. And there are some things that I definitely want to dive into even deeper. Some with spoilers, some with not. Spoilers coming probably later this week. But specifically on the non-spoiler side, you're going to see all that in my review tomorrow. This, again, was just my social media reaction, out of theater reaction. That's what I tweeted out. So don't come after me. I'm just sharing my thoughts like everybody else who's also seen the film. But my full review, more in depth, coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. And, of course, until next time, stay classy.